Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host Red. I got a video today from Riva TV. She does wonderful content, and this one's just women holding each other accountable. It hardly ever happens. The sisterhood is so strong. Their bond is so strong. When one person does something wrong, it's always yes, queen. Oh, he's the problem. You good on you. But sometimes they do hold each other accountable, and it's a good thing. And only if more of them do it this way. So please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow time.
Bestie cheated on her man at 3 years. So I no longer have a bestie. I know some people are going to call me a bad friend, but I really don't care because you know what? Loyalty is loyalty to me. And if you're going to cheat on somebody you're in a committed relationship with, what are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me?
Exactly. Someone that you're supposed to be with, your partner, committed relationship for 2 to 3 years, and then you cheat. Exactly. How would they treat you? You're just a friend. That person is supposed to be their significant other. I like how she thinks.
Yeah.
So this woman, she made a post, obviously, as we heard in the video, just making her claim that she had a friend that cheated on her boyfriend that she was with for over 3 years, and she stopped being friends with her. She cut off the friendship. I see a post here at the bottom that another woman said, when I was younger, I had a friend who used to cheat on her man a lot, and because we weren't super close, I didn't particularly care. We ended up falling out anyway, but the traits that made her a cheater are what ultimately made me stop being her friend, so I get it. I want to say this, okay? You see, when you're younger and you're in like middle school, high school, maybe even college, you have friends based off of superficial things that don't matter, like who you're going to sit at the lunch table with, who are you going to go to these, like, the pep rallies or the football games or whatever with, like, who are you going to go to homecoming with? Like, there's certain things that you kind of are looking for, that kind of camaraderie, because of certain things that are going to happen in the future. And you want to make sure that you're not just there by your lonesome, right? Yeah. Like, and as people, I genuinely feel we need one another.
Yeah.
We genuinely need one another for our growth, for a lot of reasons. And so in those social settings, when you're younger, it kind of makes sense that you would have friends that you kind of grow up, you mature eventually, and then you look and you're like, why was I friends with her? Or, why was I friends with him? Or why did I even hang out with that person? Why did I even associate myself with that person for so long?
She's spot on. That's 100% correct. After my divorce, that's exactly what I thought about with all my friends. It's like, man, why am I friends with this person? They don't even do anything for me. Oh, why am I friends with this person? They always seem to want to bring me down and, do things like say stupid shit to me. I had to literally go through my friends and like sift out the good from the bad. Before, I never actually did that. I always just, once I made a friend, I didn't really vet them too much harder after that. Unless they did something stupid. But overall, now that I'm older, yeah, it's so hard for me to make friends now. It's very business oriented when it comes to friendships now to me.
Kind of mature, and then you analyze the relationships that you have in your life.
Yeah.
Right? So now it's like, I need to be around people who are motivating. I need to be around people who are positive. Maybe if you're a toxic person, you want to be around people who are toxic. If you're a party person, you want to be around people who are partying. But when you truly mature, you look at the core values of a person, and you have to make sure that those core values that person has aligns with the core values that you have within yourself.
This is 100%. And I know a lot of women. I don't know a lot of women, but I know women that are somewhat friends of mine that have a lot of other women friends that they hate. That there's a lot of things that they dislike about these people. A lot of little niches that they do that person doesn't like, but they're still friends with them. Even major things. Like, oh, she doesn't like that she trashes her husband or she cheats on her husband, but she's still friend with her, even though she doesn't like that she does those things. And again, the sisterhood is so strong. Women really rarely hold each other accountable.
And you see, women, they are, I'm trying to see
Women.
how I could say this, but not make it sound how I want to say it straight. Okay, I'll say this instead. Men that grow up, whether they're in high school, whether they're in college or whatever, men have a tendency to be more transparent with one another.
True.
They will goof around with each other. They'll tell each other if one person has gained weight. Like they more lean to being extremely honest with one another. But men are also, the type of people who are not going to run and jump into friendships.
100%.
They're more analytical about things. Men kind of wade in the water. They kind of wait a little. They might say what's up to you. They might say what's up to this man for however long in the hallway. It does not mean that they're going to be best friends and hang out with each other every day.
Yep.
Women, on the other hand, jump into things. Oh, she's pretty. I want to be her friend.
Yep. This happens quite often. Again, one of my friends, she's expanding her business, and so she was interviewing some people, and she interviewed a woman, and she was like, "Oh, I love her." I was like, "You love her after the first meeting?" I was like, "That's not how men operate. You know this, right?" And she's just like, "Yeah, but she's just so nice. She brought everything." I was just like, after one meeting, I would not say I'd love anybody. Doesn't matter if it was like a significant other or not. It's just usually doesn't work that way. But women jump into these things so carelessly almost.
Ooh, I like her hair, I like her style. I want to be her friend.
Yep.
Ooh, I like the way that she carries herself. I want to be her friend, without getting to know the core values or intricate details of this person. Right? You following me? Cool. So then what tends to happen is that within the friendship, and as the friendship is already developing, as you're already spending all this time with this person, as you're already, committing to so many things surrounding this person,
Yeah.
and the deeper the conversations go, you start to, that onion starts to peel back layers.
I do love Shrek.
And you start to dig deeper as to how this person is articulating themselves, how they feel about other people, how they feel about the people that they're in relationships with. Like, you truly get to know this person over time. This is how women are.
Yeah.
They jump in and then figure things out later.
Sounds
The
about
same
right.
exact way that they are in relationships with men.
Yeah, this is the whole, they only see what's in front of them. They never see past that, the 2, 3, 4, 5 years in advance with the person. They only see what's in front of them. Oh, they look nice, they're friendly, I want to be your friend, we're going to be best friends.
They jump in, oh, because he fine, he tall, he this, he that. And then they're like, oh, wait. I wasted all this time. Men be wasting my time. No, you wasted your own time. Because you jumped in for the picture of what it will look like.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back to friendship. You jump in because you want to have a pretty homegirl. Or, you want somebody that look cute with you when you go to the club.
Is that why women make friends? Just to have a pretty girl with them when they go places? That's not how men operate at all.
But you see, again, when you truly grow, when you mature, when you evolve, you start to say, I don't like the way that this person treats people. I don't like the way that this person has 5 different men on her roster. Because the old saying, birds of a feather flock together, is still true.
Correct.
If you are okay with this person who is mistreating her spouse, this person who is lying on her spouse, this person who is manipulating the situation with her spouse, or this person who is cheating, and you stand back and you applaud her, or you give her any kind of support, the women will tell you, oh, as women, we're supposed to stick together, sisters before misters, they have all these sayings.
it's the same thing for men. I wouldn't be proud of my friends or happy that my friends are cheating or being and doing any of these types of scumbaggery either. So this is where this is the reason why I only have 4 to 5 close friends. Everybody else is just acquaintances because everybody else does not match the core values that matches with me. You know, and even the 4 or 5 friends that I do have, their core values match, but their personalities and how they operate are quite different from each other. But the core values match. That's the biggest issue that I think not just men, women, people in general don't seem to make friends or pick partners with in mind is core values. How do they spend money? How do they treat people? How do they speak to others? How do they, operate with servers? How do they operate with people that are subservient to them? How do they operate with people that are above them? How do they operate with people of their peers? These are major factors of why I would choose to be friends with someone. And nowadays, those things don't even come up of friendship or relationships.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
That is foolishness. Because my silence is showing my support.
correct.
And I don't support that. The friends that I have, okay, the very few that I have, they already know from the gate. There's probably a lot of things that they don't tell me because they're very aware of how I will feel about it.
That makes sense.
And listen, that's cool with me because I'm not the friend that you gonna get every time you call me anyway. Like that's just not what it is. But you see, I'm going to confront you with the truth.
Yeah.
If you tell me a situation, I'm gonna say, but you were wrong. But what did you do? Okay, I understand you're telling me about the dynamics of the scenario, but what did you say? Because I know you. I know how you get down. I know the things that you need to work on. So what did you say? What was your response before he said what he said?
Yep.
So he just started acting crazy out of nowhere? Since when? Because I don't know him to be that way. That's me.
See, this is interesting because when men talk, it's nothing like this. We don't. At least when my guy friends talk with me, we don't have scenarios to where, I can like blame someone or pick fault because we're not usually talking about these types of situations. My friends and I only talk about like just different dynamics and different topics of things. We don't really talk about relationships so much. We don't really talk about what's going on like in this particular way. So it's interesting to me that women also are kind of similar in a sense. They talk about nonsense, but we talk about nonsense, but has meaning, and women talk about nonsense that doesn't have meaning. It's like women just talk about so superficial things. I'm not saying that men don't talk about superficial things. We talk about sports and stupid shit all the time. But when I talk with my friends, it's usually with a purpose or a reason behind that conversation, where I feel most women are just talking to talk.
A lot of women, they turned a deaf ear to that friend. They don't want to hear from that friend. They don't want to talk to that friend. They don't want to hang out with that friend because you're not applauding me or you're not, giving me the air to express myself and say what I want to say. You're not, creating a relationship that I could just be myself with you. No, I'm not. Because you can tell me whatever it is that you want to tell me, but I'm going to react to what you tell me with honesty. I'm not going to lie to you because if I'm lying to you, I'm not being a friend. Because the bad results that you're going to get from being the way that you're being or doing the things that you do, I'm not going to sit here and be the shoulder to cry on when I could have prevented you from even getting into a situation by showing you the things that you're doing wrong or telling you the truth. That's being real.
It's true.
so long, for so long, women have been in this space that we could do whatever, say whatever, think whatever, talk to whoever, however, and you always gonna have another group of women blaming everybody else and covering your flaws.
This is exactly what men don't do. Maybe when it comes to certain generalization of women things, maybe we'll discuss it that way. But most of the time, it's the fuck do you do? Like why'd you do that? That's exactly how men conversate with each other. Like, what? Are you an idiot?
But you know what? That keeps you bound.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps you in a place that keeps you stagnant. You won't grow.
No.
You can't grow. How can you grow if you don't see any of the things that you do as wrong?
Accountability. This is what we talk about, men, like all the time. The kryptonite to women is accountability. How women conversate with each other and how men conversate with each other is quite different. When I see my friends and he's gained, well, he's been gaining weight, and I'm just like, dude, look at that tubby. Like, we talk about these things, but I don't talk about it maliciously. I don't say like, oh, look at this fucking fat ass over here. He's fucking, no, I'm like, you're getting kind of tubby, bro. With love and a little bit of enthusiasm in behind it, and a little bit of joking around, because I don't want to like be mean about it. I'm gonna joke about the topic, plus make a little comment about it, and he'll take it the way he takes it. Most of my friends know I'm pretty honest. Men are very honest with each other. When I get tubby, they're like, dude, look at that belly, and they'll slap my belly, and I'm just like, damn, I am getting a little bit of weight.
How? I think it's awesome that this woman took herself out of this situation because she's like, I don't want to be associated with it.
Yeah.
To me, it's not even about, if you would do that to him. It is a little bit about, it is a little bit about that. If you would do that to him, what would you do to me? Because this is the person who's supposed to protect you, love you. Sometimes it's a husband. He be, doing everything more than just what a friend could do for you. He doing all the above for you. He's gone to bat for you to the extreme. And if you could do these things to him, what would you do to me, just your friend? I do agree with that.
I agree.
But it tells me about who you are. And if who you are does not align with who I am, or it's not even like, you're trying to work on yourself or you're trying to do better. It's just, you're just in this, sneaky behavior and you're living in it and thriving in it, and you see no wrongdoings with your actions. That's a problem.
It is. This is a huge factor of why we can't bring women back to the States. Is friends like this, women like this, they're everywhere. They're gonna meet your wife, they're gonna meet your girlfriend, they're gonna mingle with your girlfriend, and they're gonna say these things, and they're gonna support the bad things that our women are doing. And they're gonna not just support it, they're gonna like hold it up on a pedestal saying, yes, queen, you deserve these things. And that's just how women get taken for by other women. This is why so many women are single, is because of these toxic type friends that just let them do whatever and don't hold them accountable for their bad actions.
That's a problem. There's a lot of women right now who have friends who have disassociated themselves from them, and they cannot figure out what the situation is. It's the alignment. The alignment is off. We can't applaud.
No.
Women have been applauded for a long time for doing the wrong things. Nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can say anything. Nobody can shine a light on you. Nobody can turn that mirror back around and show you what you've done. Nobody can say nothing. We've done it long enough. That's not helping you.
Nope.
That's hindering you.
Yeah.
The moment that you see that the friends who are actually telling you the truth are the ones who really love you, and the ones who clap for you at every, applaud are the people who are going to keep you, again, stagnant, unless you want to be stagnant. That's when you're going to be able to spark change.
It's like I always say, man, it's what my father have like instilled into me. The people that tell you the things that you're doing wrong are the people that love you the most. Why? Because they're willing to sacrifice their relationship, their friendship, or whatever it is that you have with them to correct your wrongs and to make sure you're going the correct path. The people that don't give a fuck about you, yas queen, yas queen, yeah, you keep doing it, queen, you're the best. Those are never your friends because they're not telling you anything that you need to hear. Those are nobodies to you. They are the people that are there to take advantage of you. Those are the worst type of friends, in my opinion. The ones that are telling you, you probably shouldn't be doing that. And then you are getting upset at them and they're still telling you you shouldn't be doing that. Those are the true friends.
And see a difference, in my opinion. Okay, this is just my opinion. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this video.
That was some damn good chow. Riva really dug in on just how women operate with their friends. And it's because women operate this way, it makes it hard for men to do anything about it. Because women are so pedalizing each other and so like gassing each other up so much that they don't see they can do anything wrong because no one's ever told them that they've done anything wrong. And if a man told them something, well, you're just a man. None of my friends have ever told me anything. So I just still should be able to do what I've been doing. And that's a big problem. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.